record. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to kick it off. So I think I'm going to put this into a presentation view. So, um, so for those that know us, um, and as we just kind of mentioned, we're a planetary shift of consciousness, community, and capital. We really focus on trust, values alignment, and how that translates in the inner world and the outer world. So, as as the society is expanding, we're seeing how all these worlds overlap, and they're all really uh, one thing in different forms that shape in the material world and our inner world and in the spiritual world and how we are emotionally, mentally, physically, and really bring in this concept of being a whole person that is living in harmony and balance in life. And part of our conversation towards the end will in groups are going to be around that topic specifically. So I'm excited to break up into the groups at the end where we could spend time answering questions that are a little bit below the surface. So thank you again for being present. For those that I haven't had a chance to meet yet, I guess Annabelle and Eric, my name is Payam. I'm based here in LA in Beverly Hills, and I host a lot of the salons in LA at my home, which I call a lighthouse. And as you could sense, light is a central theme to what we do. Uh, Steve actually, who's one of our guardians down here in LA, uses a beautiful kind of phrasing for this, where he says, "Think of a star. A star shines, and it shines light, and it just keeps shining light. And even when it dies, that light just continues forever." And a star also never, ever, ever receives anything in return. It's only creating and giving light in eternity. And that's a kind of a resemblance of also how we think about Light DAO as a vehicle or as a structure and as an entity and as a platform and as a technology and as a community is that we're here to give and create value and have that compound and regenerate through everything that we do and relationships in life. So, on the agenda for the next 51 minutes, I'll give a quick overview of the community and the organization. We'll talk about some of the upcoming gatherings and also a big event that we're going to be putting on the calendar in the next couple of days, hopefully with Ruby and all that. We finalize it and we put it in the calendar. And then I'll show a little bit of the back end of the platform that we're launching, the beta launch of that, and some of the community partners that are going to be working with us to bring this light network and this federation. I'll talk a little bit about what that federation is across communities and how various communities can connect with one another. And I'll briefly touch upon the stewardship opportunity. And then we'll give an overview of the mastermind teams that we have so people in the community can connect into these groups that are diving deeper into specific interests, topics, hobbies, industries, whatever interests people have. And I know, John, you've talked about starting one, so we can, you know,
Right.
at some point talk about that as well. And maybe you can even mention briefly what you're thinking.
Sure.
The council concept that we're also in kind of beta getting off the ground, which is another type of working group concept. For those that are on the call, that some of our members will give you a space to also share a little bit about yourself and what you're working on. And at the very end, we'll save 20 minutes for group breakouts into groups of four. So we ask everyone who's on the call in those last 20 minutes to please be present. Don't just be lingering in the background with your video turned on at that time so we can actually see each other, feel each other, and have a just fun conversation and whatever comes up. Okay. So that'll be the last 20 minutes for the group connection. So we'll power through everything else in the next 30 minutes or 28 minutes. Cool. So just a quick high level overview. Since we've launched in April of 2023, we have over 7,000 approved entrepreneurs and investors in the global network. About 20% of that overall cohort are self-described investors. Um, we've hosted in over 23 cities, over 350 in-person gatherings, and we might be approaching through over 350 or so, 340 paying city and global members in the cities around the world. And we're also with the new platform launching a virtual membership, and I'll share a little bit about that as well. And and just a quick kind of overview of our structure and our team. Myself and Ruby, who are on the call, are co-founders. Mario, who's based in Dubai, and we've hosted a couple gatherings in Dubai, but it's already been over a year since we hosted the last one there. Um, is our founding contributor, and we have ecosystem leaders in other cities around the world where we host also regular occurring gatherings. And some of these we're looking to launch more of, and some are, earlier phase, some are, more mature. So depending on the size of the community and the location and the time that we've been in that city, some are more mature and active. And if you have anybody has any questions about any of this stuff, we can always take it offline, and I'll add my email into the chat as well. So you can feel free to contact me with any questions that you might have. So I just put my email and my LinkedIn into the chat for anyone that wants to connect with me that hasn't yet. So, upcoming gatherings that we have, just to quickly highlight some of these, and then I'll pass it to Ruby to talk more about. We do these larger, kind of anywhere between like 4 nights to like a week to this one coming up in India to 3 weeks. So I'm going to give it to Ruby in a minute to talk about that. But just a quick highlight of some of the upcoming local gatherings. We have a salon in LA next week, Building to Last, Stewardship and Legacy. We have the Edge City group, which is one of the organizations that we're looking to partner with in October. Some of their leadership is going to be at a salon in SF at the end of this month that Ruby will be leading. I just have this name isn't finalized for the theme, but I'm calling it Living Cities here. Um, and then September 2nd in Lisbon, Bella, who's our ecosystem leader there, is hosting a salon on the future of nonfiction media. Then we're just gonna have a fun day, first week of September when I'm back from Armenia for a friend's wedding. Just a beach day, just to hang out more casually. And then I'm gonna pass it to Ruby, who's gonna share on our next big global gathering that's gonna be in India with, like I said, with Edge City. They're doing a pop-up for 3, 4 weeks, and we're gonna have a Light DAO residency there. And then there's 3 weeks with every week having its own theme. So Ruby, if you could spend a couple minutes on this.
Right. So there's a few of you who've gone on our summits and retreats. The last one we did was in Roatan, Honduras. And we did that to go to a beautiful island. And we also uh, were there for Prospera, which is a special economic zone city. And it's like the biggest and most advanced special economic zone that's privately owned with $200 million funding. So we like to do these retreats at wonderful places around the world. And from the last one that we had the business integration, that is the direction that we're moving to. because we went to Dominican Republic last year, which was really fun. And then we've also had retreats here in the Bay Area around Half Moon Bay. So, for those of you who are not familiar with Edge City, they are these incredible pop-up cities of 3 to 4 weeks long, and it comprises of founders, investors, researchers, scientists, culturists, artists. And what's unique about them is there's actually a lot of families there also. All right. So I went to the one in north of San Francisco, and it was the most impressive business experience I've ever had. Because if you can imagine, out of 850 people who were there, 300 were there for the whole 4 weeks. So you can imagine the level of a commitment and the kind of deep relationships and the projects that can be created, with the investors, with the scientists, researchers. So I've never been in an environment where there was such an integration of all the people who are really committed and aligned in values with Light DAO, who really care about creating a better world. So really is a future living lab. And there's amazing investors there who are also aligned with us, which is terrific. All right. So we're going to be going to Edge, India, in Goa, India, which is a great place. We'll be right on the beach. And yeah, so Pine can show like where we're going to be at. And because India is so accessible price-wise, like everybody will be able to have their own 4-star room. And literally, this is our location. We're going to be right on the beach. All right. So again, if you yeah, and this is like the quiet part of the beach because some of you know that Goa is kind of like a big party place, but we're going to be a quiet place, and we're going to have like a beautiful co-working space right on the ocean, and that's also going to be where the headquarters is going to be. So if you can go back to the original slide, you can see what each of the week is going to be. The first week is going to be around cities and education. Week 2 is all about biotech longevity. And then week 3 is hard tech AI robotics. So you can come for a week or you can come for 2 weeks or all 3 weeks. All right. So what's going to be happening is for those of you who've gone on past trips with us, and all Light Down owners are going to be receiving information today, because we need to get a sense of how many people are coming so we can finalize the price. All right. For those of you who have not been on a trip with us, who is definitely interested, email me and I will also send you the preliminary information. By next week or the end of this week, we will have a Luma up. But if you know you're interested already, because it's going to be very price accessible. So, for example, for accommodation at this 4-star place, and meals with alcoholic beverages, it'll be less than $200 a day. All right. So that's even less expensive than Dominican Republic or Roatan, because again, India is very accessible price-wise. All right. So if you're not, like I said, you haven't been on a trip with us before, if you're not a Light That owner yet, and you would like the information, please email me at
I put your email in there too.
ruby@lighttout.one.
I put
Okay?
it in the chat for you, Ruby.
Yeah, I trust me, it is going to be one of the most amazing business experiences you've ever had. So you can imagine things start from breakfast to late at night, and we're just mingling with the most brilliant and committed. And also, one of the values that Edge looks for is kind. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
That is one of the values they look for. And there's an application through them. But if you're coming through us, because we're going to have our own delegation or residency, as they call. So we'll have our own section in the hotel. And so not only we're going to be part of this amazing group with 3 to 400 very committed, values aligned people, we're also going to be doing our own light out fun excursions. We're going to do an excursion on the ocean. We're going to have our own dinners and all that. All right. So,
Thank
anyways,
you, Ruby. Cool. Yeah. So feel free to email Ruby if you're interested. Again, we're getting interest right now to see if we're going to be like 15 people, 30 people, kind of getting a range of how many people we're going to be there together. I'll personally be there. Ruby will be there. A handful of us have already committed, so we have at least 5 to 10 of us that are already going. Um, cool.
Question.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about the platform, the LightGrid tech.
Right.
I'm going to give you a quick little demo as well. So I'm going to show you the back end because a lot of people have experienced the front end, but I also want to show the back end to people so they get a sense of how this works. And if you haven't played with it yet, then you can go to app.lightdow.one, and I'll have a link here in a second. But really, the core of what we've learned is trust. What does trust mean? What are the inputs into trust? How do you then like embed that into software, right? Because when we think about trust, we all can sense that trust is very important in life. Like we have trust in things. We have trust in the experience that we're living. We have trust in ourselves. We have trust in our relationships. And given its importance of how important trust is, it's also the thing that takes the longest, right?
Yeah.
Because trust has two inputs, values alignment and time spent. So, given that trust is values alignment over time, when I ask this to people, like, who do you trust the most in life? The answer is going to be yourself. It's going to be your parents or your loved ones, your kids, your siblings. And then it'll be your best friends, your soulmates, your life partners, business partners, and then it'll be your friends outside of that. So the common sauce of trust is values alignment over time. Part of the challenge is that most people don't even know their own values. They haven't actually gone through a values exercise, or they're not constantly updating their values because they're not doing a vision values exercise every day or every month or every year, or they've never done it at all, right? And so what we've built is understanding people's values, how that maps to their profile, how that maps to their relationships, and then developing that as a trust signal that each person has for themselves, and then how that maps to trust between the relationships based on the values alignment and the depth of the time that's being spent within those values in those relationships. So that's trust infrastructure. I can talk way more about this, but obviously for the limited time, that's a quick high level overview. And so the infrastructure that we've built as software allows communities to launch their trusted community using that infrastructure, either on the Light network or under their own white label brand. Okay. Let's see here. Trying to move on to the next screen and my, I don't know why my things froze. Sorry. What's going on here? Okay. So I'm going to quickly show what I mean by that for some of you that are on this call that haven't seen this before. I'm going to show you the back end. I'm going to show you the admin view. So this is what it looks like if you're a member or a user. And and for those that haven't joined our platform yet, you can do that either clicking join now on our website, which is lightdow.one, or going directly to app.lightdow.one. That takes you immediately to the login screen. Okay. So then once you log in and get registered, you're going to end up on this. Okay. So we have a matching agent that Ruby calls connection intelligence. Okay. The matching agent is an agent that's running behind the scenes to always learn who's the best person in the network that's values aligned with you to match you with. So the agent ran for me, right? And depending on your membership level, you're going to have more of these matches available to you and at different frequencies. It'll give you a deep dive analysis on that person, the gap that it fills for you. So this is for me, the gap that Nandrani fills. So Nandrani is based in Switzerland as a Davos networked governance innovator who convenes conscious leaders. The exact profile of a fireside chat guest who can also open a WEF caliber door for Light DAO. So the gap it fills for me is can be a high-level fireside chat speaker, thought leader, and governance innovator to headline one of our stages. Because we're hosting all these gatherings and partnering with different organizations like Edge, they can potentially headline a stage for us. Mutual value. So this is the value that both I share and that person shares. And what's that mutual value? We're both she's seeking conscious leaders, as am I, and impactful collaborators. I offer a values aligned platform, a community, and conscious leadership. So here's a first move that the agent is proposing for me to make. DM proposing a co-hosted fireside chat on holistic governance and systemic sovereignty. What the agent saw, it gives it an analysis on why it thinks we're the right fit, and just some background bio that's worth knowing. I don't know Nandrani yet, but Nandarani, but it seems like I should, right? Same thing, Joshua Rood, Andrew Berkowitz, Michelle Lee. I know a couple of the, I know a few of these people. And funny enough, Ruby's on here as my match, right? There's a few people here that obviously I already know. And this is still in beta, right? So this is like our first working prototype of our
Mm.
matching agent. Okay. So for all of our members, this is already should have already ran for you. If it hasn't, because there's still a glitch, please let me know. Okay. I'm going to quickly show you how the matching agent works because there's a lot behind here. Okay. So we have a LinkedIn agent that runs on each person's profile, right? Let's show one that actually did capture something. Okay. Like this one. So the linked agent runs, it'll capture the data. It'll then take all of that data and figure out what the values are based on that person's profile and map it to their profile. That gets put into a vector database of values that then gets used by the agent to match people based on those values.
Sure.
So
Got
it's
it.
a highly sophisticated values-based matching agent
Mm.
that's running behind the scenes for everyone. So this is just the LinkedIn capture, which attaches uses people's profiles to attach values to it. So you don't even have to tell us what your values are. The agent will figure it out for you, and you can then go in and explicitly also update it. Okay. So then once that runs, then an agent runs on. So the LinkedIn agent is a sub agent of the matching agent. And then the matching agent has a very sophisticated algorithm that's developed to determine what are all these different aspects of how to match. Look at this. It gives it a score, and then that score's 85%. And then if I come back just from going back real quick, just so you see, right? Like if I talk to Light AI, because I can ask on demand as well. So there's the matching agent that's running behind the scenes, and there's also the on demand agent. So it gives me a match score here. So this match score is based on how the agent understands the match of all the values. And if I go to my own profile just to show you what that looks like, you could see here interests, skills, seeking, values.
Mm.
I only inputted like three of these. The agent figured out what my values are on its own. Now I can go in and modify these if I want and add more. And the more rich this is for each profile, the better it's going to be at figuring out who's that one person in the global
Right.
network that's the best for you.
Right.
Okay? Okay. I'm going to stop this because, I spent enough time in it, but you get a sense of how the system is working. Okay? Um, so community is a trusted context. And this platform is a community operating system. We hope for every community in the world, of course, right? Lightdow is the first community. We already have two beta community partners that have agreed to launch with us. I'm looking for like 1 to 3 more. I already have a handful in our pipeline. So we're gonna have 3 to 5 community partners launch with us in the next 2 to 3 months. We're gonna be launching these other communities. So this is going to be really exciting. Like for those that might like be familiar with Luma, like we've used Luma historically, right? Like Luma is an event management platform.
Yeah.
Luma as a business is a feature of LightGrid. Okay. So Luma is a feature of what we have. Okay. All right. Ruby, you want to talk about a minute for this? Just a minute?
Yes, so one of the areas that we've had is mastermind teams, and the purpose of these mastermind teams are really a way for people around the globe to be able to get together and know each other around a topic theme, whether it's professional and personal. So we're going to be developing a lot more of these with our Light app. So if you're
Mm.
a Light DAO owner and you would like to propose a mastermind, please contact us. Basically, the concept of a mastermind is small, intimate groups between, let's say, 3 to 8 people. And
Mm.
they're short term, run for 3 to 4 weeks. Now, they start out 3 to 4 weeks, but for example, the Alina from Puerto Rico, I mean, not from Puerto Rico, from Lisbon, from Portugal. The one that she did, her women's group ran for a year or so. All right. So let us know if you have a theme that you'd like to propose, because again, we're going to be doing a lot more of these to our Light app. And this is a great way for our amazing values aligned people from all around the world to get to know each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I know like John, please contact Ruby. I know you wanted to launch a mastermind and we'll then from there start marketing and to help you connect with others that want to have that topic with you.
Sure. Yep.
Awesome. Um, so another thing that we're starting to pilot and beta launch is the concept of councils, which is similar in kind of the concept of we're masterminds. Again, a lot of the intention around this is to build values aligned relationships, right? Because the more we have that, the more happy we are in life. What better to do life, co-create, do this thing that we usually call business. I don't like to use that word, right? Because why is it busyness? Um, Instead of play and joy and co-creating all these areas of life with people that we actually genuinely like and want to spend time with and be friends with. Okay. So councils are a form of that, except they're more longer lasting. Councils will propose and host some gatherings and also come up with themes around or content or proposals and kind of like best practices on what's moving this industry forward. So that's the idea around councils. Again, still in the early phases. And we already have a handful of people that have agreed to be an initial spark around each of these. So we're looking for more people that are part of LightDAO that are interested in joining. These are all people that are industry leaders, by the way. So these the council is more by application, and we're going to be very, very highly selective on who's joining these councils because these are also helping form governance decisions of how LightDAO operates across different business, functions. Okay, moving on. Gonna give 30 seconds to some of the people that are on the call. I'm just gonna call you out, John. Name, where you're from, and anything you want to share, brother.
Sure. Hi, I'm John Riley, and I am in Santa Monica, California. What I'm working on is, well, several things. One is I'm a co-founder and CEO in a startup called Pagea Inc. And we are creating an agentic AI platform integrating everything for multifamily apartment businesses. Basically, our focus is to increase their NOI by 20% or more. The other thing I'm doing, I'm a director in a nonprofit called equipourkids.org. And there, what we do is we promote SEL, which is social and emotional learning for children. And even along with that, my next moonshot is going to be transforming education overall with AI, because our education is based upon the Industrial Revolution. And basically, people sitting at their desk or working in a factory for 40 hours a week, that game is over. It has been long over. And now we need a entire new education system So that's sort of like my new moonshot.
Love it.
And I'd like to do two things. I want to create an agentic AI mastermind. Anyone who's involved in AI or working in AI, where we can share resources, we can come together and get our arms around this unbelievably fast moving train that is never going to stop. And the other side of it is if anybody's interested in education, and this incorporates AI, but it really incorporates more the whole person, because emotional intelligence, like with social and emotional learning for children, is the way we're going to change the world. We got to do it one person at a time, so that when there are conflicts, those conflicts get settled with an understanding that each of us are really the same being. And
Mm,
we have to understand, and that's a consciousness that is slowly coming into play right now.
mm.
So there you go.
Thank you, brother. That's very beautiful. I appreciate that. And yeah, definitely reach out to Ruby about those masterminds that you're interested in.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Steve, you want to give us 30 seconds, brother?
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name's Steve Coe. I'm CEO of Gimme Trash. It's a company based in Las Vegas where I'm headquartered, but I do a lot of travel in the US. We're in the business right now of raising money to deploy a regenerative climate tech piece that I discovered out in South Africa, being manufactured in South Africa. This thing takes waste streams and then turns them into saleable commodities. 100% of what goes in comes out saleable. Nothing's burned, nothing's buried, and it does it all profitably. And these are normal commodities like diesel fuel and chemicals and things like that that are used in food production and pharma production, et cetera, et cetera. Most exciting thing is it creates, no, it is not Carbotura. It's called Thembili is the name of the company. There are competitors out there too. My company is actually in the business of evaluating all these different technologies and deploying the ones we believe in. So I've got 3 projects that I'm currently raising for right now. I put them in the chat. If you guys want to connect, find me on LinkedIn.
Appreciate it, brother. Uh, Patrick, are you on here? I see you're on here, but not on video. Are you available to give us 30 seconds? Okay, maybe not. Annie, you just joined. You'll be the last one on here.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
If you could, are you on video or able to?
And Annie, you're also muted.
You're muted. We can't hear you.
I had in my mind that we start at noon, and so all of a sudden, David and I said, "Oh my God, it starts at 11." But yeah, I
Yeah.
can get off there.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you, Annie. Hi.
Yeah. I
Good to see you.
thank you.
You have 30 seconds. Just share anything about yourself, background. You have a quick mic is yours.
Oh, for me.
Yes,
Okay.
I know you just
All right.
joined, but you have
Okay.
30 seconds on the floor.
Okay, 30 seconds. Well, just let you know, my brother passed away on Saturday,
Oh,
so I'm a little
Oh,
bit
sorry to
still
hear
in
that.
the grieving mode. But I'm Annie, and I have a nonprofit called Earth Rights Institute that works on sustainability, climate action, and loves to participate with others and collaborate. And I have partners in many parts of the world, many specifically in on the continent of Africa, and I'm just always open to work with people, inspire people, be part of what they're working on, and just bring our regenerative movement into a stronger and visibility for the world as a positive change.
thank you, Annie. I appreciate you. Grateful to have you. Thanks for
Thank you.
joining, even though it's late. I'm grateful to see you and David on here. Awesome. So we're gonna have,
Oh, hey, Piam, can you hear me?
yes, I can.
Oh, okay. I just want to say hi to. I'm in another space than Annie right now, but we are partners and neuroscientist, musician, game developer, and creativity catalyst, and offering that to the world.
Thank you, brother.
And I
Good to
can join
have
too, Payam, if
good
you
to
want.
have you. Patrick, since you joined and I called
Yeah,
on you, 30 seconds for you as well.
Okay. Yeah, it's great to meet so many leaders in the wellness space. I'm a contemporary visual artist and poet, and I produce a quarterly and a new event space in Los Angeles, which I'll walk you to. It's this big horse farm behind the house, and we're doing some art exhibitions in the two spaces and in the garden here. And that is Saturday. It's the second event. You're all welcome to attend. I'll put the info in the chat. And ultimately, I'm working on a meditation sculpture park, and that's my main project. So everything I'm doing is sort of leading up towards that. And I've been to three Light DAO events, really enjoyed it. Met a lot of people, hired some people, um, and then yeah, joined. And I'm just getting started with the app. Nice to meet
Awesome.
everybody. Thanks.
And Patrick, whenever you have any events that you're hosting, because I know you may personally send me something, email it to me and we can get it on the newsletter so it gets marketed to a wider database.
Okay, great. We'll do. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Cool. Again, sorry for those that we just haven't had time to have an opportunity to speak. What we're gonna do is we have 18 minutes. We'll give 15 minutes in groups. We're gonna get into groups of four, and please give each group a timekeeper to make sure everybody has an opportunity to share. You'll have up to 3 minutes per person to share, and we have two prompts for everyone today. And the prompts are the first one as we all know, there's a lot going on in the world, a lot of chaos, there's a lot of change. Where obviously there's a war happening, um, and just a lot of unknowns. So given all of that uncertainty and chaos in the world right now, where are you experiencing that personally, and how can you bring harmony? Okay, so the first question is, how can you take any chaos that's happening in life and bring harmony to it? Okay, that's number one. And then the second part is, what is something that you still want to accomplish by the end of the year from a place of being centered with that harmony and strength? Okay, so those are the two prompts. We're
And
gonna,
Payam, do we have time to do first round question first among the four, and then the second question second round? Do we have
sure.
time to do that? Okay.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, I think that probably means like 2 minutes, 2 minutes each person for the first question, and then 2 minutes each person for the second question. Okay? So do the two questions separately. All right. So if there's a timekeeper, that would be great. Two
Yeah, and then
minutes.
the last minute will come back. So I'm going to give you guys about 14, 15 minutes, and then we'll come back for the last minute into the larger group. See you guys on the other side. And you're gonna see something on your screen right now that asks you to join one of the groups. So
Your video one.
go ahead and join the groups now. See you guys on the other side. Hey Phil, join. We're in groups right now. I just assigned you to a room in group four. If you could join that one, click the join button.
Okay, thank you, Pam. Very interesting.
Aloha, Payam. Can you hear me? Is this our own little meeting space or is this the general space?
This is the general space.
Okay. I just my phone cut out. I just got home, so my phone always cuts out a little bit when I arrive because I'm out in the country. So
Got it.
yeah. So happy to be back and so happy to see you. Congrats on all progress.
Thank
Amazing,
you.
amazing.
Thank you. Where are you?
You're
Which part of
welcome.
the world are you in?
I'm on Long Island for the
Okay.
summer, Long Island and DC. So enjoying the beautiful summer out here and Hamptons events coming up. So I sent you a little note on that and would love to collab. We have a great
Cool. What are
event
the events
coming
that
up.
you're doing?
Well, I go to every year I go to the family office conferences
Uh-huh.
in Newport, Rhode Island, and the Hamptons. So it's my seventh year doing this. So we are hosting a Peace Train event for patrons of peace directly before the Opal event on the 24th of August. So it's on a Monday and then Opal starts on Tuesday. So it's specifically for family offices and families that are aligning their family wealth and legacies with peace to create prosperity. So we're honoring the families and hosting a little summertime soiree to honor the patrons of peace. And we're inviting communities in to support and then raising funds for our nonprofit through our nonprofit to support the proliferation of the peace media and the stories getting out there as well as to benefit some the work of our founding alliance. So we're choosing some founding alliance partners to be beneficiaries of this as well. So it'll be great. And it's a
Awesome.
really lovely event. Yeah. And so we're
Awesome.
inviting our community partners to come and be a part of it and be featured and highlighted and speak. And we're a media megaphone for the good work in the world.
Yeah.
So that's our intention with it is to highlight all the good work that's
Amazing.
happening in our ecosystem. So I sent you a little note on it and would love for you to be involved. There are and if there are specific activation points and ways that we can highlight Light DAO, that would be great. And we have a great collaboration framework with our founding alliance partners. So I sent you a little note on that, and just for your consideration, because we just decided to do this as well last week. Since we had the opportunity to do that, and several people were asking me to do it. So I decided to do it. So we're just kind of putting it together now that we already have sponsors and partners involved. So it's great.
Hmm.
So it's all coming together really organically, which I'm really pleased about. So it's great.
You're doing this under what brand?
The Peace Train.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And have you are you running like a community right now, or how are you operating Peace Train?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have our community is on WhatsApp for now. And we have different initiatives that are actively going. We just did an event on a peace train, we're calling it an activation station on the National Mall for the America 250 celebration in DC around July 4th. We were on the main stage and Brock had his DJ debut on the main stage of the National Mall. Which is great.
Mhm.
And we hosted a panel with a bunch of leaders and then also Deepak performed and Tomchek performed and Brock DJ'd the National Mall. So that was fun. And that's a content piece that we have. And then we just launched a Purple Politics podcast and Purple Politics town hall where we're inviting people to come together to speak about these challenges that we're facing and issues in politics, like lots of different things. So we have different initiatives. We have a Peace Train podcast with A-list artists and cultural innovators that one of our partners is leading. So it's the train is moving, it's full on. And then
Yeah.
we're producing events almost every month for the rest of the year. So
Where are you doing them mostly in New York or?
we're doing them in different places to honor different things. So the next one coming up is going to be on the International Day of Peace in Vanderbilt Hall in Grand Central Station in collaboration with my friend Consuelo Vanderbilt and the House of Vanderbilt. She's building a whole brand around her family legacy. And we're honoring the great American innovators and artists for peace. So, so we'll be honoring leading innovators and artists for peace there, and then on the International Day of Peace, and then upcoming is the Peace Leaders in Media Summit in Los Angeles. The media leaders from across networks. We're doing one on 11/11 with Jack Jay and Sydney Thackeray and at America House in DC
Are
for
you going to the
peace.
INC?
We are actually, yeah, Ben has been really integrated with them. So we are
Who's
gonna go to the
Ben?
IMC. Oh, Ben's my beloved. We just
Okay.
celebrated a year together. Yeah.
Oh, congrats. I didn't know.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really great.
Have I met
Yeah.
him?
Um, maybe. He
Okay.
wasn't with us at the Future of Humanity Summit 2 years ago, but he was last year. I met him there last year. So he's
Got
like
it.
in our communities. He's epic.
Got it.
Um, yeah, so yeah, so we just celebrated a year together and super happy. We live in Palm Beach in DC and it's great. We're just loving it. Palm Beach is so fun. Please come visit. It's the best. We have a guest room. Come stay with us. It's so great. And it's just a wonderful place to be at this time. And we're hosting an event at Mar-a-Lago, hopefully on 12/12. We have to confirm the date, but we hope for 12/12 um, with great American peace leaders. And
Hmm.
we hope to be able to honor members of the administration in different ways. So, particularly Marco Rubio, 'cause he's doing a very good job. But we want to integrate with the administration, nonpartisan, but we want to, be helpful
Mm.
for the administration because we ultimately want the global leaders to agree on peace and a peace treaty between nations. So just really encouraging that and encouraging the shift into peace and nonviolence is really
Mm.
important. So
Mm.
we're very focused on that.
How many
Yeah.
people do you have in your WhatsApp right now?
Let me check.
And then are you using Luma to manage your events?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Okay. We the reason why I ask is that I think
Mhm.
you missed it, but we've launched an open source community operating system. So all of Luma is a feature within the Light Network platform.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I caught that. That was when you were saying that. That's epic. I want to rewatch the recording and see how you're doing
Yeah,
with all this. That's
you can
amazing.
quickly you can well, one, you can play with it yourself as a user, right, to see what it
Cool.
looks like, and then I give a quick glimpse of the admin view. So you can rewatch that for like just a couple minutes. It's pretty quick. Just fast
Awesome.
forward to that portion when
Mm-hmm.
I send this out. And
Mm-hmm.
then if you're interested, we can discuss having you as a beta community partner. And we
That
give it
would
for
be
free.
amazing.
Give
Oh
it
my goodness, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love that. Thank you. Because right now we're 437
Yeah.
members
Yeah.
only. And also it's, I was thinking about that would be so epic because I was like looking at Circle and I was like, this is just not the
Yeah, it's
way
not. No, no, no.
at all.
No.
So, and I also know that you're innovating with this. So I'm
Yeah.
so grateful for you. That's
Yeah,
epic.
so try
And
it out yourself
absolutely.
first as a user, just so you get a
Cool.
sense of what
Yeah.
like your member experience would be. But basically you
Yeah.
have your own community hub
Mm-hmm.
and from that community hub you create events, there's AI matching, there's a whole bunch of things that are happening.
Awesome.
So
Perfect.
Yeah, all right,
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna end this. So I'm gonna just send 1 minute and then people are gonna come back.
Wonderful. That's so epic. Thank you so much. And yes, I would love to do that. And also like this is we have the this is for the WhatsApp group. It's like our community. It's not even the people that attend our events. Like the Luma is separate.
So how many people do you have in your Luma database?
I don't know.
So anyway, so all of that would be
Yeah.
easily managed from our thing. Um, I mean, basically, we
Amazing.
combined Luma, Partiful, X, and then like AI agents and values-based matching to into one system.
Epic. That's so cool. Thank
Yeah,
you so much for doing this. That's epic.
of course.
Congratulations.
Of course. I'm gonna close the room so people are gonna start trickling
Yes.
back. So
Okay.
just FYI that people are gonna start trickling back in here. But
Got
yeah,
it.
we'll just take a look
Look,
at the app
yeah,
and then take a look
absolutely.
at the recording when I share it. And then if you want to chat about it, happy to set up time in the next couple weeks.
Amazing. Thank you so much. That sounds great. Perfect. Yes, let's do that. Look forward to catching up more in depth soon. And so great to see you and congratulations on all progress. That's exciting.
Thank you, love.
Yay. You're
Yeah,
welcome,
thank
love.
you. Yeah, of course. Hello, Richard.
Hi, Pam. How are
Thank
you?
you.
I'm good. How are you?
All tutto bene, all is well.
Tutto buena. Beautiful, beautiful. And Mr. Steve, good to see you again. Is that do you have like a daughter or a son that drew that
Yeah,
image in the
my
background?
older daughter, when we were at the Van Gogh Museum, they took two daughters. They both took an art class, and that was my older daughter's version of the Scream, um, which I decided to carry on the rest of the vacation and throw up here in my home office.
Very cool. Well, welcome back,
We're back.
everyone. Sorry if that ran short or if you were mid-sentence when the breakout rooms ended there. Hopefully you made some connections and they were nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Awesome. That's always good to
wonderful.
hear.
Yeah, it's always good to see people smiling when we come back into the room.
Yeah, and we
So,
have all the videos on. I think the only video that wasn't on was Kat. She's been kind of lurking in the background. Um, but is there any last minute shares that anybody wants to put out there before we adjourn this August town hall session?
hey, Tony, do you have any updates for us?
On my side,
Yeah, since we haven't, like you said, it's been a long time. But if you don't, that's cool. But if you do, love to hear it.
I have many, very many. On the personal side, I've cured my own heart disease and I've documented the whole thing. I had atrial fibrillation and
Wow.
I'm in remission for it. Following a special
Amazing.
diet and lifestyle changes, and I've already had two surgeries in the past, so I come from a position of knowing exactly what the negative side was and shifting over to the positive side. And on the work side, professionally, I run a cancer biotech company, and we're mobilizing the cancer patient clinical trial right now in upstate New York. Early data readout for that will come out end of this year, and I'm flying to New York tomorrow to meet with JP Morgan, flying out to Utah next week to do final rounds with another larger investment group, and then back to New York the week after to be featured on Nasdaq's The Signal TV like online video series. Like they offer like this Nasdaq offers like this online video distribution series for like maybe up to 3 million people audience. That's what they say. And they're gonna have us do like a 5 or 10 minute feature on it. So that's my work update in addition to the
Super.
personal. So
Yeah,
Wow.
Tony, you and I need to catch up. So, Wyatt, I really appreciate what you just posted, that this group brings self-awareness. And what was that other word that you said?
Centeredness.
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 Thank you. That to me is a high compliment because that's what we aim to do. Now, this is the reason why our signature experience in both our live salons and also online is we always do this. We always do this because this is what makes us unique and this is what brings people back to who we really are. So, anyways.
That's really wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Wyatt.
Thank you all.
I joined late. I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for being you. And today is Change Wednesday, the day we smile, change, and unplug. So that fits with your smiling. And I just launched Cool to be Canadian. Now, I know most are Americans, but Cool to be Canadian.
No, it is cool to be Canadian. It is. No, it really is.
Cool to be Canadian.ca. Do the quiz.
Yep.
6 questions and have some fun with it. I'd love to speak with each and every one of you about how we're making the world a better place, not just Canadians.
Philip, where are you located? Where are you located? Where are you located?
Right now, I'm in Montreal. I'm in
Okay, you're
I'm in Montreal right now. Yeah, yeah, East Coast. But
also today is the eclipse.
That's right.
I tried to look.
We actually the eclipse ended at 11:15 Pacific time. Right.
Oh, okay.
Started at 9:15 a.m. and ended at 11:15.
So there
and that was in like Greenland or Iceland area?
Iceland. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we have some light out people. Actually, one of our members, Carl, hosted a retreat there this week in Iceland for the eclipse. And I think Simeon may have gone as well. Some of our people were there. Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Thank you.
Oh, and then we have the beach day coming up.
That's in September, yes.
Oh, September. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one.
That's also coming up. And yeah, you missed it, Annie, but we're also going to India.
So see you at one of our events, and it'd be amazing to see some of you in India with us.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, who said sounds good? Who said that?
I did, John. I lived in India for 2 years.
Yeah, I saw that. So John,
yeah, so I know Goa. I lived in 55 kilometers north of Bombay, which is now Mumbai.
So John, I'll add you to some of the people that I'm going to send advance information.
Yeah, please do. I'd be interested in that.
And anybody else who wants advance information, please email me.
Oh, thanks.
Can you email me? Because so I make sure I have your information. Philip, if you're interested, going to Goa, India with us for our next summit.
Yeah. Okay. I've been everywhere in the world except India.
Yeah, please email me, ruby@lightdow.one. All right, because preliminary information is going out today for people who wants that. And formal information will be going on in a few more days. Okay?
Super.
All right.
Thank you, everyone. Blessings.
All righty. Thank you. Thank you. It was a pleasure. All right.
Patrick and Philip, email me, please, so I have your info. Okay?
Okay, thanks, Ruby.
Ruby@lightdow.one. Bye now.
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Heidi.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.